Hello, and thanks for watching Proactive New York. I'm joined by Melissa Pagen, Senior Vice President for Corporate Development at Generation Hemp. Melissa, very good to speak with you today.
Good to speak with you too. Thank you.
So, Melissa, I see you previously announced the licensing deal with Gas Monkey Garage. How did that come about?
So we had already begun exploring various hemp products in order to utilize hemp hurd that we were generating in our facility from our hemp processing operations. And because of hemp hurd's absorbency, we had also already begun to use the hemp hurd internally to clean up spills in our facility, namely hemp oil, which has this, at that stage, has this really thick, syrupy consistency. And hemp hurd happens to absorb hemp oil beautifully. So internally, this product had sort of organically already come to light. So we decided to move forward and develop a consumer product out of this. So we began branding, we had a logo, we began testing against other products on the market for efficacy and determining our specs. And then we actually had a company party in Dallas, which, stay with me now because this will make sense. So our entire team goes to Dallas for this company party. And at this company party is Richard Rawlings, who is the founder of Gas Monkey Garage, who also happens to be the neighbor of our CEO, Gary Evans. So Richard was really gracious to our whole team. He invited us all to come for a tour the next day at the garage. So next day, we're at Gas Monkey Garage having this tour, surrounded by the coolest cars and these just amazing machinery that you didn't know exists, or I didn't know existed. And so while we're going through here, we're thinking, okay, we're in the process of developing this product that will largely be used at automotive garages. And we are in arguably one of the biggest names in auto garages. So as those two ideas kind of started to converge, discussions started, and Gas Monkey Spilljack was the result.
So what exactly is the value add with this product, Melissa? Or why do you think someone would use this over materials or products that they've been using for years?
Yeah, so I think I'm going to back into that value add question and answer it in two parts. First being, why would someone try this when they've been using all of these other products for years, and why would someone continue to use it? And I think people will try this because hemp is a sustainable material. The product is chemical free. It's grown and made in the USA. And depending on the spill, it's compostable and biodegradable. And at the very least, this is not going to add any additional harmful material to an ultimate disposal location. And I think we've all seen that consumers are really putting effort at trying to make choices that support and promote environmental sustainability. And market research also shows that one of the biggest drivers in this segment, in any segment really, is this increased focus on environmental sustainability. So, and also I think we can't ignore the 800-pound gorilla in the room, or the 150-pound monkey, but Gas Monkey Garage and Richard Rawlings have built a really amazing and loyal following. So I think that some folks will try this product just because it's backed by Gas Monkey and Richard. And then two, I think people will continue using the product because it works. I mean, it's that simple, and consumers are intelligent. They know essentially once they start using something, if it works or doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, people aren't going to keep using it. So because this works, I think that it will continue to be used, and the value add is the sustainability and it being a natural product.
So I have to admit that the absorbent market may not be a space with widespread familiarity. What type of market size are we talking about here?
Yeah, no, I'm sure that lots of people turn on their computer and immediately look for that. So we have gathered a fair bit of research that addresses the global market for industrial absorbents. And one report from January of 2022 cites the 2021 revenues at $4 billion, with projections to reach $6.2 billion by 2030. And then another report from May of 2022 ups the tally for the revenues of 2021 to $5.7 billion, with projections to reach $7.8 billion by 2026. But the common thread in all of this data is that the biggest driver in this segment is that consumers want an alternative that is environmentally sustainable. And we see that as why we have a really great place in entering this market.
Mm-hmm. Well, now the Generation Hemp and Gas Monkey have got the product rolling towards the finish line. Do you have an anticipated launch date?
My CEO would have liked it like 2 quarters ago, but I think that we are in a good position to launch this quarter, hopefully by the end of this quarter. And I think we're going to probably put a large focus on building our distribution relationships, both large and small across the US, given the freight and shipping prices we've recognized with fuel costs going up, well, up and down a little bit, but we see that as a really good area to focus in to try to build those distribution relationships, get our product at a central location, and then distribute locally from there.
Well, I hope you'll keep us posted on any new developments. Thank you very much for the update today.
Thank you, Stephen.
Melissa Pagen is Senior Vice President for Corporate Development at Generation Hemp.